What's up, guys, and welcome back to the number one podcast in the universe, the illest podcast. You guys know it, NATO, Ross Novak, System Rare. We got the top of the line here. Am I right, Jason?
Yes, sir. And today we got an old friend of mine on from Lackawanna who has a very interesting story as we go through. And we got AJ Temple.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
No problem. He's another long-time dedicated viewer. Yeah.
I didn't know that till like earlier today. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, so I told the story that I tried a podcast before this one.
Yeah.
Fun fact: this is the guy that I tried it with.
Oh.
Yeah. We made it to the pilot episode, and that was just about it.
That was it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's tougher than you think. I mean, we went through the whole thing.
Yeah.
We just kind of stuck with it, but yeah. So
The start is always the hardest.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
It was much
Definitely.
harder to set these things up, like from episode 1 through like 6, and then after that it became a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we just stole this room, but the school also graciously gave this to us in a way. But yeah, it definitely got easier along the way. So I feel like if you guys would have kept on going, it would have ended up getting easier.
Also, like the support of the schools. I feel like our old school's comm department wasn't really that like.
Well, yeah. Well,
they didn't give us much help.
the fact that they shut down and
They're done now, right?
yeah, they're completely done. The no more comm. And I was like, because me and Jason were in a Zoom class together, and our professor said, "Oh, well, they're planning on cutting the program," and I'm like. I texted him. I was like, "Is that serious?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." So, they let all the other people go that were in it already pass through, and then just stopped. And I forget what they put in there now.
Something probably that's not useful.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
You gotta appreciate the comm majors.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize, like especially majors, don't realize how important this major is to like people.
Well, because like majors, but they have like advertisements. They have videos. Like who makes the videos?
Who makes them? Who edits them for you?
Yeah.
Who knows how to do this stuff? Oh, I can look it up on YouTube. Okay, I could do it better because I've had like 8 years of experience doing this, and I've been like taught by teachers in classrooms how to do this for years.
Yeah, we're creating some beef with the majors, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Our major's more real than yours.
I don't even know what this major is.
Wait, the majors. Just put a bleep over there. I just said the word bleep. Just bleep the majors.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, AJ, take us through your story. It's like I know you were in comm, so what is that transferred into?
Right now, it's transferred into as, an everyday worker for now. I want to get back into college, obviously. There has been some hiccups along the way, which I've, have not had the best luck, obviously, when you know this story. I was going to Lackawanna, then unfortunately my father came up with, COVID, which that whole thing, and then he unfortunately passed away. It was, hard times, so I told Jason, I was like, I can't do this right now. And then I ended up going back and applying for cybersecurity, and then everything else hit the fan where I got into an accident with my vehicle, and it was just not financially capable, and it's like, and a big thing, finances, is just me trying to learn how to do this. I'm 21 now. I live on my own. I have my own apartment. It's not easy. I tell you. That's why I've been kind of learning now that it's like very important to manage your money. And it's like, it's scary.
Yeah, and like going back to college, it's crazy. Like it puts into perspective. Like we want to go to school and learn, but all they care about is the bottom line and the money.
Yeah, like most colleges only care like you're gonna pay us. Like every college is like, oh, you're not going to make your payments for last semester, you can't register for classes next semester. Marywood's like that too, but it's like if you go up to someone like in the financial aid office, they try to help you here. Like I know I had that situation my freshman year and actually last semester as well, where I couldn't register for classes because I guess my loans hadn't gone through. And I was like, yo, like what y'all want me to do? Like they try to help me out. And like especially last semester, like my FAFSA got messed up and the lady was like, just send me the stuff and I'll clear it. And I'm like, you sure? She goes, yeah. So I sent her my information. She fixed it. She was like, it's going to take a couple of days, but I'm just going to clear you just so you can register for classes. I'm like, yo, this lady a G, bro. Like, but yeah, she helped me out. So like, I feel like that's rare for universities to do.
Definitely is. Yeah, I had a similar problem with Arcadia, which is why I'm here in Scranton. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to go back to my school in Philly, but they were like, you can't afford us? You can't afford $25,000 a semester? I was like,
damn.
No.
Marywood seems a lot better.
Yeah, Marywood is the way. especially working campus safety. But I
Must be
know
nice.
I don't. There's a lot of gaps in the story, but I know specifically that you work for the Postal Service for a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
So like, I'm interested to hear like what that's like.
I got with the postal service.
Me too.
Oh, you guys got it. Oh,
Me too. That job, I mean, don't get me wrong, it pays well. I mean, it's not $35 an hour, but it'll pay your bills. I mean, and more, because now that there's nobody working it, you have mandatory overtime. So I used to do my route, which was, 17 or 18 blocks, which would be around 20 miles walking a day. Yeah, no, and I'm not a small guy nor fit, so that was hard for me. But you worked 14-hour days every day, all throughout, and then Saturday and Sunday you worked that as well.
so you just work 7 days a week continuously.
And with the Amazon partnership now, it's like your truck is piled, and you just lose it because how are you going to sort all this mail for all these houses and all the packages in a way that you could go get them and bring them to the house? It's like, that's what made me kind of like just leave it, because it was just too much stress.
Oh, you're not there anymore?
No, not
I
there.
was like, yo,
Yeah.
we might have to cut this part out if he
yeah.
still works there.
No, yeah,
if he was working there, you couldn't be on the
No,
show.
yeah.
You have to come at like
Oh,
10
yeah.
p.m.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to be on the show because they were big on that. Like they sent us actually out to Allentown.
From here?
Yeah, from here they sent us to Allentown for like our CCA training, which is a city carrier basically. That's how they call it, CCA, and they have rural carriers which will have their own vehicle. That's like right-hand drive and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So basically
like
driving on the other side, yeah. Which that was our trucks. We drove on the right, and it was not too hard to get used to, actually, shockingly.
I feel like I'd like drive in the middle of the road then. I'd like shift
Yeah.
over and like be clipping everyone coming. Yeah.
Don't drive next to Jason when he's in the truck. All right, but here's my beef with the Postal Service, right? So I'm a lifter. I like being in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a really crappy belt, right? You use belts so you can lift heavier. It's like more for form and everything. And I save up money and I go, you know what? I'm gonna spend the $100-some on a professional, like, powerlifting approved belt. It says it's being delivered today. Great. Let me chill for a bit. Oh, it's not delivering today. Never mind. 2 weeks later. Oh, it's being delivered today. Okay. They messed up. It's all right. It's delivered. Open my door. It's not here. Where is it? So, there's my neighborhood has a couple of 9s. So, like, I walk around and I try to look for it, and I couldn't find one. I'm like, oh, all right, my package is not here. So I try to get in contact with the Postal Service. I'm like, they're like, you got to go to our like main shipping area. So I was like, okay, it's 5 minutes away. I go there. I'm not the only one with this issue. There was a lot of people.
I
there
had
that
the issue,
day.
and I can tell you exactly what happened. Yeah.
That's all you need to say.
I was there for like 3 hours waiting for an answer.
Yeah.
Long story short, the guy was like, oh yeah, I delivered it to his house. It was a white package. I'm like, this company doesn't ship in white packages. They only ship in brown packages because they have brown packages that says Gymshark on it. At least from all the YouTube videos that I've seen, that's what it is. I contact the company. I'm like, yo, this is what happened. I already filed a claim for it. Just wanted to let you guys know. They're like, hey, great. We'll wait for them to do something. And then if they don't do anything, we'll send you out a new belt. 3 days later, I get a knock on my door. It's some old lady with the box. Oh, hey, they accidentally delivered this to my house. It was a brown package. It was a brown package, and it was a non-UPS worker delivering it to my house. And I'm like, that's my beef with UPS. It's just
UPS or USPS?
Yeah.
UPS. I don't
Oh,
care. The
no,
postal.
it's-
See, I
for
work
the-
for the USPS,
Well,
the
they're
United
both
States
shit.
Postal Service.
They're both
Yes,
shit.
and I agree with that. I've never worked for UPS, but I
this
have
whole-
no people that have, and it's
We don't want to
Fuck your brand deals.
What kind of brand are you gonna get with the Postal Service?
I don't know. Free shipping for a year.
Free stamps. Yeah.
free.
20% off stamps.
No, you want to know one thing we learned? They cannot give out free stamps
No.
because the money they make from the stamps pays the workers.
Oh,
That's how they pay their workers.
For
with
real?
stamps.
Yeah, like any stamps that they make, like the money
bought stamps.
I can't tell you that I've ever bought a stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But like, I'm like, so not only did the driver put it at the wrong address, but then lied and said what like box it was, and I looked at it and I'm like, I never even told him that I got it. I told Jim Jim Reaper, the company. I like I emailed them. I'm like, hey, this is what happened. I got it now. They're like, great, thank you for letting us know. Let us know if we can help you with anything else. I was like, no, that's it, thank you. I never told UPS, and I never will.
Well, fair enough.
Because
I
believe
just-
y'all.
He'll be getting an email tomorrow.
I feel like they're like, although I think we all have beef with it, like I've had so many packages run late. I think that you can say that like there's a reason for it. It's not like they're like careless with it.
Like, I understand if it's late. I understand if, like, oh, hey, we couldn't get to your area today, we'll deliver it tomorrow. But delivering it at, like, a wrong address, and then when I go to, like, file a
They have hundreds, thousands.
Mhm.
Like how many packages would you say you deliver in like a day?
I think my total was every day was around 350 to 400 packages a day.
Jeez, like trying to keep track of all that. You have to sort them yourselves. You
Yeah.
said. So like,
You have to sort them, and like you get like those info pamphlets, like what is it, like Geisinger, or like
oh my God,
what
I hate
else?
those. Those are the most useless things in the world.
Your AARP, stuff like that, magazines. You had to all sort those in the morning before you went on your run. Now they had a box of assorted mail that was nice. That was like more priority mail.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got to Tuesdays, and they, you know, those like flyers with coupons in them. You had to put them in your bag. And you had to pull them out. Oh, every house, and they kept getting stuck together. So it was a pain to keep doing that. Every house you had to give it to, and they had the addresses marked on them.
Oh, so you had to actually put them in the right house.
But like that would take about.
I get the right address wrong name many times. I'm like, this person doesn't live here. I've been living here for like 7-8 years.
I get like a lot of times where it's just like my address and it's like to whoever lives here. I'm like, you can't even address me my name. It's like ad mail or whatever. It's not like my name.
Current resident or something.
Yeah,
They normally do that.
I don't care about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
You're trying to give me a credit card for free?
yeah, I'm not gonna use this. Like,
I already have 2 credit cards.
yeah. I mean, my beef is just like I understand like it's hard work, but I'm just like, bro, I spent a lot of money on it, but then I'm like, all right, the company was nice enough to be like, we'll send you a new one if they can't find it. I was like, what if it's like a kid that like saved up his like money to like buy like a toy or like a game that he really wanted, and now it's just like, oh, it's just gone at somebody else's house. And if the lady wasn't nice enough, that like money would have just gone away.
Yeah.
Especially if the company wasn't like, we'll send you out a new one. And it wasn't until last month that UPS was like, oh yeah, we've lost your package.
Damn.
I'm like, so it wasn't obvious?
Yeah.
So the lady didn't give it back. Like grandma's like deadlifting a bunch.
No, she gave it back.
No,
I
I'm
have it.
saying she
Yeah.
didn't take it back.
Oh.
She's using the belt in the gym.
No,
She
yeah.
gotta-
Grammy's deadlifting 260. Man.
Grammy deadlifting 260. No, yeah, because I think what some people do is, do they call up the company and
Yeah.
be like, yo, you delivered the wrong package?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we get called
Oh,
that we
like,
delivered the wrong package.
You get like disciplined for that, or
Oh.
what happens? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they'd call us and say, "Oh, you should have delivered this there, not there," and then you get
What if you
reprimands.
lose a package?
Well,
Oh no.
I haven't had that happen ever since I worked there, so I don't exactly know, but I know that it's not as bad as if you deliver to the wrong address, which makes me like insane. I don't know why they don't even talk to you about it. Like,
So if you lose it entirely versus giving it to the wrong person,
yeah,
I feel like at least you're giving it to someone.
yeah,
Yeah.
Someone's getting something.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
if you're like even like a minute off anything there.
Really?
You have those scanners on you to like scan your packages to say you deliver them. They track that all day. I was 1 minute off something. Here comes another postal truck
Wait, we've been off of like
off of like my route. So like I had to be off there. Like there's certain times you have to do things,
Oh.
and if you were like not even a minute off, I was, and then I hear a postal truck come up, and it's the postmaster. I'm like, oh, you gotta
What's the postmaster?
Yeah. It's a very ominous name.
Postmaster. That's basically our boss. So he sits in his office with a computer that shows him all the trackers of what truck.
Dude, does he have
where.
nothing better to do with his life? Just like
Nope.
stalk people?
Exactly.
And he pulls up a minute afterwards. Like, how'd you
Yeah.
get there that fast?
Yeah.
got them Men in Black stuff. Like he just like rolls back, comes out in a full suit, is already in the car.
Seems like, why does he not deliver the stuff then if he's
Yeah,
that fast?
if he's that
If he's that
fast.
good.
Yeah, they wouldn't even step out of the office.
But no, this just turned into a rant. See, similar to that, I don't work for GNC anymore. I don't think I'll ever go back. If I do, it's a very small chance. It's probably going to be in New York where they pay a lot more than here. The store I work for, amazing store, amazing like coworkers, amazing manager. But what annoys me about the company itself is that they track everything in a way, right? They'll track your sales and stuff. So it's like, oh, what's your percentage looking like? Oh, what's your average ticket? So it's like they track all this stuff. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not.
I think it's probably like standard stuff.
I don't
didn't
work
sign an
there
NDA,
anymore.
did you?
I don't speak for the company. I no longer work for the company, but these are just like my annoyances, like my personal opinion with it. It's like they track every little thing. Oh, how much like GNC brand stuff do you sell? Oh, how much what do you sell that's not branded? And like each morning you get a sheet and it's a bunch of little things, and then there's rankings within every single place you work at. But it's like you start at bronze and then you have to work up to like platinum, and if you're not at platinum, they get on your ass. Like,
But like, what if like people just
CSGO rank for worker.
hey, yo, I got diamond.
But like, what if like no one comes in to buy stuff? Like that's not your fault.
Okay, yeah, see that's where it is. So me and another one of my friends whose name I just won't say. We both no longer work for the company. My manager called me. She was like, "Hey, because of like budgets and all that stuff, I'm gonna have to let you go." They just straight up fired him, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then I don't know the full story of what happened with him, but like with me, she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna have to let you go because of the hours." Originally, she like interviewed me like months before I was hired, and then she called me and she was like, "Hey, unfortunately at the moment I'm not able to hire you because I don't have hours. If I get hours, I'll call you." She got hours. She like texted me the very like day, and then the very next day I started.
It was like holiday hours, right? That's what you're doing. Yeah.
So like holiday hours went away. She thought they would stay. They didn't. I got let go. But I'm like, it's all right. I still got a good experience. It was a nice place to work at. Fun people. But it's just I don't like that they track everything. And if you're not doing up to what management, by management I mean like higher than like the store manager, like district manager. If they don't like it, they'll be like, "We're gonna fire you. Get the numbers up."
Yeah, that's
But
crazy though.
my friend and I, we worked late shifts sometimes. So like I used to work a Wednesday shift from 5 to like 9.
Like no one's going shopping.
How are you getting sales?
We're
At that time?
We're not.
You're supposed to be like
you can't.
outside the store, like walking around the mall, being like, "Hey, come to GNC."
So what me
maybe
and
one of
my
those
friend
board
started
flippers.
doing was like I would sometimes stand by the door and I would just be like, "Dude, the mall's dead. It's 6 p.m. We got 4 more hours to go. The mall's completely dead. We're not. What are we supposed to do? Like, and it would be like other like mall employees would come in because we were the only store, I believe, that sold like energy drinks and all that stuff, and we had like protein bars, and they would get hungry and they were like, "I don't really feel like eating anything at this food court because one, it's overpriced. Two, it's
Mid.
Yeah.
There's some
Not
things
that
that are
great.
good, like the pizza place there. They had some like good stuff, but like other than that, I'm like I don't feel like spending like $20 on like one meal.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Well, and if
So
you're
it's, like,
eating there every single day, like it's
it
all
adds up.
Yeah.
It adds up.
It adds
So
up.
they would come and spend like $5, like get a drink, get like a little protein bar. Those are all the sales we would get, and then they were on like I was let go of like 3 weeks before he was, and then like he told me that he got a talking to, saying that he needs to get the numbers up. He's like, I work graveyard shifts, like that's what we call them. Like there were dead shifts. Like no one's gonna come at fucking 5 on a Wednesday. Like and it's not even like a clothing store. It's like a store where you're going in to buy like fitness related stuff. No one's doing that on Wednesday. Like people are partying and then on Friday they feel bad about themselves after they get paid, and so they go buy stuff.
Yeah, Marywood's the opposite. Nothing happens ever, and they don't care.
Yeah.
And like as far as like track and stuff, like we just like put stuff in the log whenever
Yeah.
no one looks at it. And
But yeah, like I sympathize you with on that. It's like, oh, they're tracking everything.
Yeah.
And if you're even like one thing off of something, like they're on you.
Yep.
It's just like it's annoying when companies that understand companies have to do that, but like at the same time, when you're in a mall, you can't really control that.
Especially at that time, that's like ridiculous. You're not
Yeah.
gonna get anybody at that time.
Oh, and it was like they were like, oh, your conversion rate's really high, so they have like a counter of how many people walk in and walk out of the store. We're in a mall.
people are
Like we had so many guys walking. I'm like, oh, my girlfriend or my wife's at Victoria's Secret, so I just like I don't know.
Yeah,
what
came
to
to
do.
look, yeah.
I came to look. They would look around. I had a guy talk to me for like an hour straight, buy nothing, walk out. I'm just like, what the hell, dude? Like
wasting your time.
there's so many people. Like I obviously go in and I know how to avoid the counter, so like I'll avoid the counter, go in and say what's up to like my friends. If I go, I normally buy stuff too. Like I'm not taking stupid trips. I don't have time for that anymore. So it's like, but like sometimes it'd be kids that run in there.
Yeah.
For like, and then the parent will be like, no, we're not going there, honey. And then the kid runs out. Okay, the counter just went up by 1.
Yeah.
Or the counter went up by 2 because the parent had to come in, and or it's like one kid coming in to like buy a prime like a prime drink, and his 6 friends follow in. It's like the counter's gonna go up and like nothing's gonna happen. It's just like
You gotta have a sign like limit one person.
Yeah, that
at a
system
time.
just sounds so broke though.
Yeah.
Like
is.
why would they?
it's
count
stupid, but like hey, it was a nice experience.
Yeah.
The store I worked at was a good store, and the manager I worked under was a good manager. And of course, loved my coworkers. They're amazing. I'm still in like contact with some of them.
That's
Like
good.
one of them comes to the gym here all the time. I run into him, say what's up. The other one, he makes fitness videos. Like I support his stuff. He supports my stuff. But it's just like it gets a little annoying when companies do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of like rough times at work, I don't know when you work for USPS, but did you ever have like a storm, like a blizzard or a rain?
Rain.
How'd
So
that
what's
work?
that like? Yeah.
Oh, that is horrible. I would never do that again. I could just say that. So, like, you have to hold your mail, and it was raining, pouring rain. There's no way to cover it. I'm in a big yellow jacket. I look like a cone walking down the road, and the mail just sticks together, and you can't get it apart. It starts ripping, and it just, I don't know how people do it. Like, it's just, and then snow is even worse. I didn't work in
Oh,
the snow,
dude.
but I've heard, like, stories. It's, driving those trucks, and those trucks are death traps. They are not suitable for anything.
Those
There
are
is
tiny tires.
there's no AC in those vehicles.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I heard
Nope,
that.
Like in
no
the
AC.
summertime?
I've heard that.
Yeah. It is like a metal toaster just inside that thing in the summer.
Is there a heater at least for the winter?
It kind of works.
Yeah, like a space heater in there.
Dude,
Yeah, those trucks are,
And then, like, do you
dangerous.
still have like your time schedule when there's a storm? Like, do you still have to do everything in the same time as
Yep.
like a normal day?
But
Yeah.
like you're driving, you gotta drive at least 10 miles slower.
Yeah.
And because you're in a big truck like that, it's like you gotta be more
Yeah.
like in a car I'm driving 10 miles an hour. In a big truck like that,
Yeah.
you're probably like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot
you
do it at the
can't
same
make
speed.
it,
Same
yeah.
speed.
Yeah. It was just rough, man.
Yeah,
It
fair
was
enough.
rough.
Working 7 days a week in itself, and then everything on top of that too.
Yeah.
I can understand why maybe you're not there anymore. That's
Yeah, and
That's
it
not
used to
good.
be, I mean, from what I understood, it used to be like pretty, not a bad job. You used to go in, then you used to get out around 12 o'clock. I mean, that's how it used to be.
used to be 12. Now
Yeah.
I get deliveries.
Now
at,
you're
like,
here until 8:30, 9 o'clock, and you're really not supposed to deliver after 9 o'clock.
Oh.
But everybody had to because there was nobody working there. So, like,
That's the crazy thing is like mail, like it has to be delivered. There's no way around it. Like some jobs you can kind of like whatever. But
I'll do this
mail,
tomorrow, but mail you have to get it there.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be like an important document, or this could be like a birthday gift that needs to be given tomorrow, or like.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had something else, but I totally forgot it. Oh, so there's something I did for a little bit. I don't know if I should. Maybe I'll bleep this part. I'll talk about it over the break. I can't talk about it.
Oh,
on this. You know what I'm talking about? My little my head going. on.
yeah.
No, you can't talk
I
about
can't talk
that
on the podcast.
I gotta hear it now.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in
Yeah.
the break or something.
It's not a. It's more like
Well, I had.
Well,
I
yeah,
had a
we'll
different
mention, we
version.
will mention that.
Yeah, I'll keep that out. I got some questions for you about that.
Okay.
All right, how long do we have on the cameras? Want to just take the break?
Almost 5 minutes.
All right, well,
Let's just cut it.
We'll,
Let's just cut
roll
it.
into the break.
Yeah.
Could you, you've seen this season, you know what we've been doing, so could you look into that camera and tell us we'll be right back?
We'll be right back.
Hey guys, we're just taking this moment to talk about TVM, Marywood student-run news station.
They broadcast every Friday while school is in session.
The reporters create stories for all ages and their interests, such as local news, sports, and campus events.
They also have timely pop culture segments, one being a commentary on the 2022 Oscars.
They also have reoccurring segments titled Mental Health Matters.
Here, students and faculty get together to talk about the importance of mental health.
Check them out on YouTube at TV Marywood.
Yeah, we're not.
Trying!
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We're trying!
Whoa.
As we just blew out his whole
somebody start
eardrum.
first.
It's like go up a step and then.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't,
okay.
we don't know how to do
You
that.
start first. You start first.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Coming from the choir guy,
Yeah.
Cam himself.
Coming from
And
the
I
choir
was in
man,
choir,
Cam.
too.
Oh, were you?
We'll get
Oh.
into that, too.
Yeah. Well, let's just get into it right
Actually,
now.
let's
then.
get into it
Yeah.
right now.
So, you guys, this is the first time you met me. I'm a big guy. You'd think I play football. No. Complete opposite. I was in theater kid. Yeah, I was a theater kid. I played 18 football for a year, and it just completely destroyed my legs, my knees. Now it still hurts to this day. But yeah, I did theater. I was in Mamma Mia as Father Alexandrius. Yeah, I was cool like that. I was in Bye Bye Birdie ensemble, and then I was a main role in what was it? Guys and Dolls. That was my senior year, and we got to Tech Week, and it got shut down.
Oh.
And that never happened.
COVID, right?
I was built for Mamma Mia and then it got shut down.
Really?
Yeah. Was that COVID? Is that why? Or
Yeah.
damn.
Now, where'd you go to school?
Nowhere close to here.
No? Okay, because if you went to prep, Valley View and prep had a very big battle on Mamma Mia because they did it the same year we did.
Oh, did
And we won the Etsy award. They didn't.
over prep?
So funny thing, we're getting into like theater. On tomorrow, I will be sick from my classes because I am going to my
You're going to Newsies?
actually yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how'd you know?
Because you talked about it before.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I
yeah.
listened.
So my girlfriend's sister, she's so my girlfriend's high school. They do like a big production play.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the set. It looks really good.
Yeah.
So her sister's in Newsies and a bunch of people that she knows. So we're going to watch that
that's awesome.
tomorrow.
But you're going to be sick the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm actually feeling it. Actually, I might actually be sick because today I was just like not feeling. I woke up and like when you know you're about to get sick, and you're just like, oh, if I stay in bed for 30 minutes longer, I won't be sick.
Yeah, Rebane showed up to an hour and 20-minute class, 55 minutes late for a reference.
Okay. But I texted you to tell the teacher that I would be late.
Yeah, late.
I was late.
Late as in like
15
10,
minutes
15.
late, I heard.
I woke up 55 minutes late, and I was just like, I look at the teacher, I go, hey Kim, I'm glad I'm here.
Kim and Kim's like, oh, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. And then you come in, you sit at the table, and you're like, hey, what's up, guys? And we start talking. And then we got done talking. You turn around, and Kim's like, oh, hey.
Yeah, I should have been.
You're like, oh, hey, Kim.
But the thing is, I'm like a nerd when it comes to like Illustrator, like Photoshop, and all this stuff. So it's like I pick up fast on it.
Yeah.
So it's like normally whenever we have a project, I'm done within 10 minutes. Jason and I are done within 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
then we're like messing around for the rest of it.
Pretty much. We're
Yeah,
just
Jason's like a wizard on almost like everything.
Dude, he
Premiere
is.
Pro.
We're all the time.
I saw him do things like we did projects like you remember Homer and
yeah.
man, this
show you
kid
this.
just did everything. I mean, I helped him a little bit, but man, he just went all out. I was like, this kid's a pro at this.
I watch Homer to this day. I think it was excellent.
Yeah, it was great.
so
Did you
I
ever
made-
see it?
So I made this, right? And then he wanted to one-up me, so he edits me in a chair sideways with like a bubble behind me, and I'm like, yo, what? And
Yeah.
then it's like, like mine's just stupid. It's just his face background. Thank you for being a friend. His was like animated almost.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, to be fair, it was the one that Kim made us do in class. I just
Oh,
added,
yeah.
I just added you into it. It wasn't. But I mean, yeah, the videos that we made in
Yeah.
Lackawanna, I think like
They were.
comparing the education from Lackawanna to Marywood, I feel like Marywood's like more educational, but Lackawanna was like even more hands-on than Marywood was. Yeah.
really?
Yeah, we had to go out and do all of our projects. Like that's we didn't have really classes. We
Oh.
kind of did, but the classes
Yeah.
were like going over our projects pretty much.
Oh shoot.
Like AJ and I are my last year there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
was my
stayed.
last year, too.
So like we made like 3 films, I think.
Yeah.
Not films,
So,
but like
because we did the documentary for 570 Sports,
Yeah.
and Homer, and the domestic abuse,
Yeah.
video,
and they were all like, I think we like, I look
we top
yeah.
notch. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but I think we had the best projects in the class.
Well,
I'm not trying to pat myself in the back.
How would that be mean? That would be like more like narcissistic.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, but like to be like, I think our projects are really good, but like the rest of the field, I don't.
I just
I
feel
don't know
like
if
we
they
had
were-
all the people in the class that didn't want to be there. That was my
Right.
thing.
We had,
And-
yeah, we had the ones that did want to be there.
Yeah.
It was you, me, and Kayla, right? So like,
Mhm.
we had the upper echelon, and then everyone else was just kind of taking it for like
yeah.
extra credits or whatever. They weren't like real.
Oh,
I think
that's
some
why
of them
they-
were common.
Is that why they shut
Yeah.
the program down? Because like,
There was only like 5 of
Yeah,
us.
there wasn't many.
I
too
mean,
much
there's only
admission.
4 of us in the graduating. There's 6 of us graduating in the graduating class next year, but that was because of COVID.
Right.
But the class before it has like 20.
But like, well, we have 9.
Really?
Yeah, but like even like 9 graduating, but we had like 9 total.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
It was very,
Yeah,
like,
you have
there
9
was some-
graduating, and then
Like, there
your
was-
year's big. Oh, yeah,
But like, yeah, there's
20
no one
people.
in like the comm
Oh, yeah.
department. Period.
Oh, so it was like 9.
Our department
people
was like in the
all
3rd
years.
floor in one room. Like we have the whole basement. We had like one room pretty much.
There was like at points
I'd
where
rather
like
take the basement.
some people would call it like take off class sick, and that it wouldn't be enough people to have a class.
Oh.
Like that's how low it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was rough. So,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, those projects we made though were really good. I think Andy like pushed us to like
Yeah.
do everything.
I wasn't gonna name drop, but
Nah, we can talk about Andy a little
Andy,
bit.
I haven't spoken to him in a while.
He watches the podcast apparently.
He
Oh.
does.
He watched an episode or 2.
And-
Is this my
episode,
camera?
okay.
Hi, Andy.
He's watching. So like we kind of have beef with Lackawanna a little bit. Andy has
Oh.
major
Beef,
beef with Lackawanna. I can't even get into it. There's so
Yeah,
much stuff.
well,
but
I understand quite the story, and I have some not beef, but Lackawanna has some beef with Marywood. Esports team. Esports team.
esports.
They stole Paul.
oh, it's one of their
Wait.
guys.
They stole my
Cam,
Fortnite coach.
what's happening?
Oh yeah, Paul quit here though. Paul's gone.
Really?
Oh,
Wow, I didn't know that. I miss Paul. He was my Fortnite coach when I played on the
We
esports
can
team
talk
at
about it
Lackawanna.
after. I don't think I have a lot to talk about.
Am I allowed to play rugby and esports at the same time?
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Oh,
You
that's not
can.
then.
Realistically, yeah.
Yeah.
you practice at night.
Yeah, all my practices are 9 to 11 at night.
Practice.
Same. But outside in the turf.
I'm in my dorm room.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's like last night's practice was like 8 to 10. Tonight is 7:30 to 9:30, which is okay. But then we also have some 9 to 11s, and then, you know, those like 6 to 8 a.m. practices.
That's like wild, especially because you're outside. It's February.
6 to 8 is normally in the
Well,
gym.
it's March now, actually, but even still.
It's March 1st, yeah. This episode's coming out in like April.
Yeah.
I'm actually
it's-
kind of used to 6 to 8 practices because of swimming.
Yeah. So like,
Wait, April what?
I don't know.
Happy birthday, Dad, if this is coming out around April 3rd.
Happy birthday, AJ. He
April 3rd
turns.
is
Yeah,
actually
I turned
happy.
22 on March 15th.
very
Wait, what?
soon.
March
April?
15th, I
Ooh.
turned 22.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah.
Your dad's born on April 3rd,
Yeah.
April 2nd.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Wow.
This just evolved into like an
One of my
entire
really
podcast.
close friends is April. One of my really close friends is April 6th.
Oh,
And,
April
and the
guys.
pastor for the church we go to is April 4th, I believe, or April 5th, one of those two. It's like a bunch of people in like April.
Speaking of a small world, AJ actually knows Ernie.
Oh,
Yeah. Very well. I can't go too deep into it like I went before, but I know his son, Jonathan Mangoni.
yeah. I met him. He was here
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
And then I knew his, I forget. I don't know. I can't remember if they're married or not, but his Michelle Mangoni. So there was a relationship from my family to, you know, his family. So
AJ was
that's
someone
kind of
yeah.
someone kind of almost related to Ernie.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
he did the alumni show at Valley View too. He did something from, I believe it was Into the Woods or Fiddler on the Roof, one of the other.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Ugh.
We're driving through the woods. On and on we push into the thick of it. And we can't see where we're going. We lost Jason.
Cam's getting the most clear version of all of this straight into the headphones.
Yeah, right.
But just imagine if once you start singing, Jason just completely turns everything down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are just like singing.
Cam
like
just
mouthing
slowly
words.
goes, all right, guys.
Jason had the power to lower your guys' volume.
Yeah, you guys are done.
That
It's
is
getting
true.
cut out completely.
A lot of things like I didn't know, and I was told, "Hey, you can't do that because they don't accept tips in Italy at restaurants."
Because they pay their workers.
Same thing with Japan, I believe.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
they pay.
yeah,
Here they make with like $2 an hour.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you could drink at the age of
18.
18. Yeah, and I was there.
Illis tries
Had a
Italy.
good time.
Yo, that'd be kind of sick. Illis
Yeah.
tries Italy.
Just
Yeah.
going somewhere. Yeah.
It'd be an expensive trip.
SGA, yeah.
SGA.
Please fund us. We're going to go to Italy.
Please fund us. Soren's putting it on the board.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is like for like advertising and like
Wait, no.
merchandising.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Advertising in Italy. You know, we gotta have a worldwide audience.
That would be awesome.
Illis tries Italy.
Just bring some tables with us.
Yeah.
Just set up wherever in Italy.
We're like in like the Coliseum.
Yeah.
In the middle of the Coliseum. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the number one podcast.
Are you not entertained, everyone? Come on. No one gets
Yo,
Yeah.
imagine we could get clearance
No
for that,
one-
like
no one
somewhere
got
like
that.
in the middle of like Italy.
Well,
Just,
can
like,
you guys, as a compartment, or if I'm saying that right, com department,
Yeah.
can you guys get like a trip, like approved to do something of that nature?
We can like I don't know because we're not like an official thing. We're not like part of.
Well, we're under.
Right.
Yeah, we're under 91.7 VMFM.
Oh, okay.
We can. I mean, that'd be interesting to look into. I wouldn't have high
We'll
hopes
look
for
into
it,
that,
but
man, but, like,
Yeah.
that'd be a fun.
Even if
this
just
semester we get like I
we
think
get our
the
whole
semester
crew
we
on
go
a
to,
plane, let's just get over there, man.
They could sit in our luggages. Well, she's tiny enough.
Probably
to fit in
carry on.
Yeah.
We'll give you a real seat.
Yeah. Oh
We'll give
yeah.
you a real
Easy.
seat.
They'll give it to us.
Does someone know Italian too? We need like a translator. maybe?
I got a guy
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Oh, we got Cam. Cam's our translator.
And it's crazy.
You guys know Italian?
What?
Anyone know Italian?
Why does no one know Italian? I
No.
thought everyone knew
Cam?
Italian.
Cam just goes in and starts speaking in. We're talking to the guy in English. He's like, I don't understand. And then like Cam just comes in, says the same exact things in English, except does this. Oh, okay, yeah, this way.
Yeah, it was a fun trip though. It definitely was a fun trip.
Yeah. Tell
I
us
would go
about like.
there
Do you have like any like core memories from that trip? Any specific moments?
The biggest core memory, I think, was when we were on the island of Capri. They have those, what are they called, bird baskets where you ride down on or something. I forget what they're called.
Oh, like a gondola type.
yeah,
thing,
kind
or-
of. And I didn't go on. 'Cause
Oh.
I'm like terrified of heights.
Same.
Fair enough.
So everybody was trying to push me on one. I got on one. I just didn't do it. I walked
Do
right
not
back off.
ever go on into the Alps then.
Yeah,
Dude, roller coasters scare the hell out
me
of
too. I cannot do a roller coaster.
But over the summer, I went to Knoebels with my best friend and his family.
Knoebels is
Yeah.
like the only place to go to if you want to go on like the wooden roller coasters.
So I went on the 3 roller coasters that were available over there. So you got Twister,
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, and what's the other one?
Impulse.
Nipples.
The roller coaster I was on was the one where you flip upside down, and the blue one, the one that goes
Oh,
really
no.
high up and flips. That was the first roller coaster I was ever on, like first real one.
I can't. No. And
Not
last
the first
one.
and last.
The last one I went on was the wooden, or the fastest one that they had.
So can we get cameras set up on a roller coaster? Because
It-
I think
A
Sorcerer
GoPro?
wants to go to.
GoPros.
The only
He wants
one
to
roller
get
coaster-
an old
the only,
That's tough.
the only roller coasters are Phoenix and Twister.
It was the fastest one that they had.
It might be Phoenix, but I'm not sure.
No, it's the other. There was a different one. I forget the name of it, where you're like going straight and it just shoots you up. I think that's the fastest
Shoots
one
you
there.
up?
Yeah,
like
like
you
you
go
go
up.
all the way up, and then it's like just a big U.
Up and down. That's the
Yeah.
blue one, right?
Yeah.
The Twister.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it was.
That's
then.
the highest one that they have.
Mm-hmm.
But the fastest one is a different one. It's a wooden one, and it's going so fast. Like I felt like I was going up off the seat,
Mm-hmm.
so I was holding it
It
like.
has to be Twister or Phoenix since those are the only two wooden
Yeah,
coasters they have.
I think
They're
the
making
second
another
one I went
coaster.
on was nice. It was a nice, cool one, calm one. I was like, woo,
Calm roller coaster.
yay. And then the
Unless they
third.
got rid of
Oh, that's-
those. Unless they got
No,
rid
they
of
have
those
both of them.
coasters.
They have both of them. I went on both of them.
The
I
only
just
roller
can't
coaster I
remember
will
which
go
one
on
was which.
is the Tiny Dino roller coaster. Nah, I ain't getting that high off the
As
ground.
as a kid, I
Yeah.
would scream on the Tiny Dino roller coasters.
Nah, I can't do any roller coasters.
I think the day I got rid of kind of like my like I could do kind of heights as long as I'm attached to something is I went on a Ferris wheel in Toys R Us in New York City in Manhattan. They had a toy store. They had a Toys R Us in. Why am I forgetting Times Square? That really
yeah.
big one. I would like go on it. My family went on it once. I was like too scared, but the second time I was like, you know what, fine, I'll go on. That day I was like, okay, and then I didn't ride roller coasters for years. Like Ferris
Yeah.
wheels for years until like a little festival, like a little thing that happens like where I live, and then I went on one. I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad, and then it stopped at the top. I'm like,
Oh shit.
oh shit. But I'm like,
Going
oh, this
down.
is nice though. Like I'm attached to something.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Now Toys R Us are no more.
Toys R Us is making a comeback. Toys R Us.
I did
there's a
hear
Toys
that,
R Us
yeah.
in every single Macy's.
Oh.
So that's how
Inside
they're-
the Macy's?
Inside Macy's, there's a little Toys R Us section. Almost every single Macy's has it, and there is one Toys R Us location in New Jersey. Let's try Toys R Us, guys. Like I mean, Soren's putting it on the board.
Our
Hey,
board
we-
got erased. I don't know if we should tell the viewers about it.
Oh
We
yeah,
have a
our
board.
original board got erased. We have no idea who did it.
We had like
We had
30 ideas probably.
50, dude.
I think
Like,
50. We
We
had
had like
tons.
100.
we had a
pushing
lot, and like this time we're writing like big like ideas or like a
They were
big
curved.
font.
They were literally curved.
They
Yeah.
were like legit curving because we didn't have any room left.
So like
Wow.
housekeeping, whoever's coming in here, they're stealing our bananas. They're erasing our
Yeah,
boards.
they stole our Mr. Miyagi cut wire.
our wire. This is our room.
I don't show my
Don't come in here. Yeah.
Corin cut one of our wires and put it up as the Mr. Miyagi
Yeah.
cut wire.
I'm gonna put like tripwires in here. Like when they come in and like shoot.
Like
buckets of
like put a
water.
ring in here, put it like up there. Like as soon as the door opens, like you're like notified on your phone.
Yeah.
Erase the board and I'll erase you.
Or just get a security camera.
Yeah, a ring. Like, or
Yeah.
like whatever.
Something you could talk to.
I don't want them coming in here anymore. This is our room.
doorbell in the front of the room. As soon as they can't.
Yeah.
key card
They have to.
Why can't I
ring
use
in.
my key card? Ding dong. Yeah, it's because you erased too much of our shit.
Yeah.
How do you feel being on the podcast?
I
and,
love
like,
it.
Watching it.
I love it. This is awesome.
This is one of our more open episodes.
Yeah.
I think, for sure.
Because like we've had some people that have been like, oh yeah, we like it, but then they're a little closed off. Well, as soon as the cameras come on,
Yeah.
Like, I love it. You're just like fully open
Yeah.
out there. That's the part of being like a theater kid in a way. Because like back in like, it's a dark past, but like back in like middle school, high school, I like doing that stuff. Like we would do like we had like especially in middle school we had an event called from elementary to middle school we had an event called the multicultural event. Like at the end of every year there was my friend's mom actually choreographed it. She would like choreograph like every single grade. There was so much work that went into it, but like everyone from like kindergarten to like 8th grade would like
Yeah.
have a dance that they would perform, and sometimes it would like a story being told. That's what I loved about it is like music's playing, a story's being told.
Yeah.
Oh, like what's happening? Oh, it starts with us in a museum. Oh wait, what? There's a secret gang in here somewhere trying to steal this painting. Okay, never mind. The gang didn't get the painting. The what do you call it? A thief came and he stole the painting and he disappeared. Now there's two gangs fighting over the possession of this. Oh, Michael Jackson just came out of nowhere. it was cool. Like,
Wow. Yeah, and I kind of, from watching the podcast, I know you said about that you used to do like small videos on YouTube, like vlogs and stuff.
I mean,
That's
I still
how I
do 'em,
started.
but it's like way better now
Yeah.
than before.
Yeah, that's how I started, like as like really little, like an iPad camera, like an iPad 2 camera,
Yeah.
like recording my TV screen playing like Minecraft or something.
So what I would do is I had a iPad Mini, like the first one.
Yeah.
Like I still have it. It works to this day. It's just very crappy compared to some of the new stuff. What I would do, I didn't have a stand, and I wanted to do like video games. So
Yeah.
I would like get a couple of books, and then I would like kind of like pyramid them. So like there's like they're going farther out. Put the iPad there, and then put like a box or like a bottle right there. Press recording. Hey guys, it's Ruben coming back with like another video. It's
Yeah.
like really high pitched voice, and I was like, today we're playing Call of Duty, and I was like super garbage at it. And then I did Pokemon Let's Plays here and there.
Yeah.
I want to like go back to like doing like gaming content at some point. I don't know when, but at some
I'm
point.
doing
I get
gaming
that.
content on my own channel.
Yeah, he's got that.
Yeah, check out Dan's channel. Link in the description below.
When I was like 11 or 12, I was doing the same thing. I got like I tried playing Minecraft my entire life, but like every computer I had was always like not good enough to run it. I'd like open it up and it would
Like
like
Minecraft?
blow up. Yeah, like I had bad computers growing up, but
that's
my
like-
mom got like a MacBook and like
Okay.
this was like 2011.
Oh,
like,
okay,
this is like
okay.
not original, but like a very old laptop. And then I found out how to like screen record, so I was like, "Hey guys, I'm playing Minecraft today. Here's my Let's Play."
I actually have a Minecraft episode of somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I had a whole gaming channel back in the day, and I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I went to like Call of Duty for a brief time, and I didn't have like a capture card, so I just stacked a bunch of stuff up and
Yeah.
like, recorded it.
And then I was
on the
like,
TV.
and then my friends were like, "Oh, you have a capture card?" I was like, "No, I just like know how to use Final Cut."
Yeah.
I used a YouTube editor for a while, which does not exist anymore. But
Oh, yeah.
There's actually a YouTube editor on YouTube Studio.
oh, is there now?
Yeah.
Oh, they got rid of it for a
Yeah.
while, but I started a YouTube editor.
So you're talking about the
Worst.
app,
Yeah.
right?
No, I was online.
Oh, really? So
Like it was a website.
There was
Yeah.
a YouTube
I used
app
to
where you
record
could
your-
add background music and sections, and like I don't know if the app still exists, but you could edit videos on that YouTube app and upload them straight to YouTube. I used to do that for my vlogs. That's where the Days Are So Long 59-minute vlog exists.
Yeah, you know what's funny? There was like a YouTube editor, like I think it was like Windows Movie Maker. I think that was still around back then too. So it was like one of those crazy editing things you could do.
It was one of the worst editors I've ever used. I went from that to iMovie,
Yeah.
and it was like the biggest jump ever. Then like
Yeah.
iMovie to DaVinci, and that was the biggest jump ever. And then DaVinci to Premiere. Like to consider like the
Yeah.
difference in like Premiere versus YouTube editor.
It's funny that you
Yeah.
talk about that because I went, so in 2015 because I loved doing it throughout middle school, and in 2015 I got a MacBook, the one that I used till like last year. I got that and I'm like, what can I use? Okay, iMovie. Like I kind of like put videos together. I'm like, oh, this is like crappy. I wish I could do more. Like I envisioned doing more. Final Cut. I jumped from like that like
Yeah.
crappy editor to Final Cut, but it's like I didn't buy Final Cut. To this day, I don't own it. I just did the free trial.
Over and
I
over
just
and
kept
over
on
and over
re-downloading
again.
the free trial. Now I'm on Adobe. I pay for that now, but it's like I just kept on downloading the free trial for like Final Cut for like since
Years.
2015 to now.
I never had the opportunity to find out how bad iMovie was.
Yeah, iMovie was tough.
Yeah.
I edited a whole 50-minute movie on iMovie.
Oh,
Yeah. You could tell
It was
something is
not
edited
good.
on iMovie.
It was
You
not
could, like
good.
if you watch the video, you could tell.
the
Yeah.
cuts and all
Yeah.
that stuff. But then it's like, and then you jump to something like Final Cut and then it's layers, and I feel like Final Cut, I like it a little better than Adobe, but that's also because like I've used that for like years. It's like the best. Like you give me any project, do this, and that. I'm like, okay, I could get it on Final Cut in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Premiere, it's gonna take me a couple of days.
Transition process, yeah.
Yeah.
AJ, do you still make any movies, any films, anything? You still dabble?
I'm mainly photography now. As Jason really got me into that when I started with 570 Sports, and he showed me Lightroom,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's a solid app to do like all your photo editing. Like I mean, sure you'll need Photoshop for some things, but yeah, I'm doing my company's name is Temple Photography, and I'm currently working on a rebrand, which It's not easy.
takes a bit, yeah, I
It
get
takes
it.
a lot of time. I didn't realize how much time that was actually going to take to do a rebrand. And I'm trying to get a partnership. I have one lined up. Not sure yet, but can't say anything because, rules.
Yeah,
But-
well, go out and support him,
Yeah.
Fun fact, so the camera here, the M50, I used to have one that I sold to AJ,
Yeah.
which is now his
Oh.
camera.
yeah, that's my main thing. I got the Tamron.
The little white
Lens
one.
for it.
Oh, the lens.
Yeah. Still got the adapters that we remember when I ordered them?
No, I don't.
And I ordered one regular adapter and one the 2.5, I believe it was.
The Viltrox one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they gave me two Viltrox. The
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
one-
yeah. And like
I
the
was
regular
like-
adapter is like $30 and the Viltrox is like 150.
yeah, and they gave me two of them for the price of the one.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoy doing photography now. I do want to get back into videos. I just haven't had the time really, work and everything, and it's just crazy.
It's so hard. I feel like unless you have the motivation, because
Yeah.
Kayla and I did a few videos last year at this time.
Yeah.
And it was like I was motivated. I was doing them because we were doing it together. But then as soon as she did her own thing with school, I was like, well, I'm done making videos.
Yeah.
And I haven't made any short films since because it's so hard to do on your own, But
Yeah.
we might be doing some short films for Illis.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah?
if you ever want to come around.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Let me
we
know.
might be doing that. Yo, it'd be cool to get our number one supporters in it, and then
Yeah.
our everything. Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
sick.
Because Ian's into filming too, so
Yeah.
we're all good.
He is?
Yeah, he's he watches the episode in a few weeks. You'll
Yeah.
find out.
Okay.
Episode 25
Can't feel
comes
like
out.
Not this Monday, but next
Not
Monday.
this Monday, next
But
Monday.
for you
Okay.
guys, it came out like a month ago. So
A month ago.
Yeah, we're
news.
like a month and a half ahead.
Well, that's good though. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with being ahead.
nah, just
Yeah, and
timeliness.
like that's why I like being ahead because we had to cancel the shoot on Monday because Jason wasn't feeling it, neither was I. And we're not feeling the energy, and it's just like we didn't have a guest lined up for that day, so
Yeah.
it's just like why even film an episode just to say we filmed an episode? Let's just cancel the shoot.
Yeah.
And we canceled it. I think like 30 minutes before that.
Yeah, well, most of us were in a class together, so
Yeah.
it wasn't that big of a deal.
It was yeah. We just sent a message out in a chat, and we're like, "Hey guys, canceled for today."
Yeah.
But it's just like we're like far ahead. We're able to do that. But like if we had a guest, it'd be like even if we weren't feeling, we'd have to like pull it out
Yeah.
of our ass somehow.
Yeah.
But we're so far ahead that it didn't affect us any. We still
Yeah.
have episodes lined up and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what we call it here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on. And
Thank you for
all the love
having
and
me.
support.
Honestly, it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for being here. It was good,
Yeah.
good catching up with you. It's been
Yeah,
it's been
a
years.
while.
Yeah, so
But
Well, thank you for coming on.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything you want to shout out?
go check out Temple Photography.
what media?
Yeah.
What's
Facebook,
socials?
Instagram. It would be Temple_photography1 on Instagram, and it would be just Temple Photography on Facebook.
Check them out.
Okay, check them out, guys. Of course, thank you guys for watching the episode. Thank you for 109 subscribers. That's what we're at the moment of filming.
I just made it 110 today
110.
because I subscribed to my photography account.
Appreciate it.
So, we're at 110 subscribers right now. Who knows what we'll be at by the time this episode comes out. But thank you for all the love and support you guys show us. Check out the merch, link in the description below. The whole crew's got merch now. Soren, do you want to come in front of the camera real quick, show off your merch real quick?
Sure.
Come right here, come next to me.
Okay, there you go.
Look at the
Cameron, come on. Who else we got?
Look at that.
No one else is
How's
wearing
the
their merch.
hood? How's the hood?
Oh, it's great. I love it. And the t-shirts are very comfortable.
I have to come on too now.
All right, yep, go ahead.
The white one.
Here, Corey, toss me the sweater.
It's comfy. I feel like completed now.
Pretend like Eric is here. This is Eric's sweater
that's
too. We got
Eric's.
the pink one too.
I actually have. Oh, the stickers.
Stickers.
Yeah, Corey, come on, promote the merch.
Sticker.
Wearing the shirt. No, that's a hoodie.
Take
That's
off
a
your hoodie,
nice
Soren.
sticker.
That's a hell of a sticker, man.
Yeah.
Show the shirt off.
it's this big.
Okay, this is turning into the.
Look, that's our redesigned Better Tomorrow
Actually,
shirt. Look at that.
the bottles
like
are
that.
pretty good.
Look how slick that. Yeah,
We
bring the
got
bottle on.
so much happening. This is, dude. These bottles are.
Oh,
actually pretty
yo,
sick.
that's sick. I gotta get one.
And the black sweatshirt.
Bottle comes with a straw too.
We got to wrap up. Corey's giving us the signal. But check out the merch. It's high quality merch and it's not expensive at all. Like my girlfriend's roommate wanted like a hoodie. She was like, "Oh, it's $50." I was like, "No, it's like
35.
35,
bad at all.
$35.99." So check out the merch. We got a lot of stuff on there. A lot of cool stuff coming out. Illustries will be up very soon, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Check out all of our personal stuff. Link in the description below. As always, have a better tomorrow.